Hi, in this video, we're going to be going over the updated 2024 Rotation Builder. With this update, we brought back some beloved and requested features, as well as updated the color scheme to a more user-friendly one. Heading on over to our Rotation Builder, you can see that I've already populated it with some example data. I'd like to first discuss the first major feature that we've added. At the top of the Rotation Builder Home tab, you'll find a button labeled Add New Zone. If the provided 20 zones are not enough to cover your territory, you can now use this button to create additional zones with just one click. To demonstrate this, I'm going to go ahead and click the button. Please do be aware that this process may take a few moments. It's also ensuring that all of the calculatory formulas are being set up across all of the tabs. So we're going to let her finish out. And now that it's finished, we will scroll down to the very bottom, and you can see that it has added a new zone 21, as well as a spot for you to enter the zone name. I'm going to go ahead and do that and name it P. All right, so now let's return to a previously available but newly updated feature. At the bottom, next to the event zones, you'll find the button named Outlook Export. Clicking on this will still publish events directly to your Outlook calendar. But do note, you must both have Outlook open and be signed into the account with the calendar that you want to publish your events to. So I will go ahead and click the Outlook Export button. And if we slide over to my Outlook, you will be able to see it start populating the events live in just a few moments. And obviously, because it is past some of these dates, it's going to alert me that I have missed some events. I'm going to wait for it to finish populating the rest of my calendar, and then I'll just dismiss them all once it's finished. And you can check whether it's complete or not by heading over to the Rotation Builder home. And if it kicks you, or I'm sorry, to the Rotation Builder, and if it kicks you to December, then it's finished. So I'll head back over to my Outlook and dismiss these reminders. Another thing of note is depending on how many events and zones you have, this process can take up to 15 minutes to fully finalize and for all of the events to appear on your Outlook calendar. Now, part of our update was adding additional functionality to this feature. I'm going to show it off live, so I'm going to head back over to the Rotation Builder, and I'm going to head into January. And I'm going to just change around a couple of the zones and their assignments. So I'll get rid of Baltimore on these first 3 days, and instead I'll be going to White Marsh. Now if we return to the Rotation Builder home and click our Outlook Export button, we can watch in real time as the events fall off and are repopulated while it goes through the process. This is to ensure that there are no duplicates, as it's deleting all of the previous events that were created. And give it just a few moments and you'll see it start to update with the new events. And again, this process can take a little bit of time depending on how many zones and how your time is spread around those zones. But you can see now that it has started giving me the missed appointment notifications. So I'm going to let her finish up. I'm going to wait right here for it to shunt me back to the December page. And there we go. And now my Outlook calendar is all updated and ready to rumble. Now let's discuss the other button at the bottom of the Rotation Builder home tab. So I'm going to head over there. And you'll see this ICS file export. So if you use a calendar platform other than Outlook and need to export your event data to that platform, you can use this button to create an ICS file containing the event information. I'm going to go ahead and click this. And you'll see it's processing. And then it's provided me with a file prompt to save my ICS file. I'm going to leave it saved as calendar events, which is the default file name. And then I'll be showing you how to import this into Outlook. The steps should be mostly the same for other calendar management platforms. So we'll head over into our Outlook after I dismiss these reminders. And I will be back in just a few moments after I've cleared off all of these events. All right, now that I've cleared off those calendar events, I'm going to head up into File, and then we're going to go into Open and Export. And then we'll go down to Import Export. And then it'll bring up the Import Export wizard. I'm going to be sure to select import an iCalendar.ics or vCalendar file.vcs. Since the rotation builder makes an ICS file, we'll select that option and then click Next. It's then going to prompt us to find the file that we need. I'm going to go into my downloads to my calendar event.ics. Because this is in my downloads folder, it is telling me that it's unsafe. That's where I saved it to. That's my own fault. I'm going to allow this. And then we're going to simply import. If you open it as new, it will create an entirely separate calendar to hold these events. If you want them on the calendar that you normally use for work, you can simply import. And now you can see I have all of my events populated on my calendar. Easy squeezy, lemon peasy. And with that, that covers all of the updates to the 2024 MVP Rotation Builder. If you have any issues, questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at Milrich, and we'll gladly assist you in whatever way we can. Thank you so very much. Bye-bye.